Republicans love to talk about
freedom.
God-given freedom.
So why are they trying to strip away the most basic American liberties and take total control of our lives? 3 key facts. Number 1, MAGA Republicans will strip away freedom over our own bodies. Trump has largely made good on his 2016 promise to ban abortion.
You have to ban it.
Thanks to Trump's judicial appointments and MAGA legislatures, roughly a third of all American women now live in states with an abortion ban. And in Project 2025, Trump's team has laid out plans to make abortion inaccessible anywhere. MAGA Republicans are also coming after birth control. Justice Clarence Thomas explicitly said the Supreme Court should, quote, reconsider the ruling that struck down birth control bans. And Trump said he's looking at restricting birth control. Democrats tried to pass the Right to Contraception Act, but Republicans blocked it. 195 House Republicans and 38 Republican senators voted against the right to contraception, including all 9 Senate Republicans running in 2024. MAGA Republicans also want to control who you can love, how you can love, and even where you go to the bathroom. They have advanced more than 500 anti-LGBTQ bills around the country in 2024, mostly targeting trans kids. And after Justice Thomas also said the Supreme Court should reconsider marriage equality, Democrats passed the Respect for Marriage Act. 157 Republicans in the House and 36 in the Senate voted against respecting the marriages of same-sex couples. And MAGA Republicans aren't just trying to control who you can marry, they also want to control whether you can get divorced, with an increasing number of MAGA leaders seeking to get rid of no-fault divorce laws. Number 2, MAGA Republicans are coming for our economic freedom. To pay for tax cuts for rich people and big corporations, Republicans would slash Social Security and Medicare, programs that give Americans the freedom to retire with dignity. And Republicans have opposed President Biden's actions to give workers more freedom, like banning non-compete agreements that control their employment options. Republicans have opposed unions, blocking bills like the Protect the Right to Organize Act. They have blocked Democratic efforts to raise the minimum wage, and they've even repeatedly sued to block President Biden's student debt relief efforts. Trump and MAGA Republicans also have pledged to repeal the Inflation Reduction Act. This would strip Medicare of the power to negotiate drug prices and let Big Pharma send the price of insulin and other life-saving medications back through the roof. How can you be free if you don't have the right to organize? If your wages are being suppressed and if the cost of healthcare is being intentionally driven up by policies that keep Americans trapped in debt and under the control of exploitative employers. Number 3, MAGA Republicans oppose democracy itself, the core to our freedom. There are 170 Republican election deniers in Congress right now, and more than 125 on the ballot this year. The Republican National Committee is reportedly making all potential employees commit to the lie that the 2020 election was stolen. Many Republican leaders are refusing to commit to accepting the 2024 election results if Trump loses. This creates a real risk that if Biden wins, but Republicans control Congress, they could refuse to certify Biden's victory. And if Trump is elected, he's promised a more extreme vision than his first term. He's called for suspending the Constitution, imposing a supposedly temporary dictatorship.
I'm going to be a dictator for one day.
Prosecuting his political rivals, using the military to shut down protests, and rounding up 20 million people and placing them in mass holding camps. Do these sound like things that happen in a free country? Trump also has repeatedly floated the idea of serving more than 2 terms in violation of the 22nd Amendment.
We'll be here for 4 years, and then if we decide to go for an extra 4 or 8 or something. When someday I leave, whether it's in 4 years, 8 years, 12 years, 16 years.
12 more years! 12 more years!
Trump has even suggested he could delay an election. The right to vote for our leaders and have that vote counted and respected is America's most fundamental freedom. This year's elections could decide whether we get to keep it.